Buzzing in the street, you ask?
What's buzzing? Yeah. What's going on?
Diddy's butt cheeks. That's what's buzzing.
Diddy's butt cheeks buzzing again. Jeez Louise. Oh man, you know what's crazy? I heard about that. Is that the situation with him and Young Miami?
Yeah, Young Miami from the City Girls. So I didn't know he was giving her $500 a month. Like she was a millionaire in 2 months.
No, like 500K you be, right? 500K a month.
Oh yeah, 500K. 500K.
Yeah, 500K a month.
She's a millionaire off of 500K a month for, I'm trying to figure out for what.
And she still didn't get it. According to, look, in the research that I've done, to be honest with you, from all that money that Diddy done gave to her, yo, she should have got a subscription on Hooked on Phonics. Facts. Cause, yeah, seriously, listening to her speak was like a drag to my ears, man. Look, 500K a month, Diddy, seriously, bro, you should have been looking out for that sister, all right, Diddy? You should have really been looking out for her. You should have made sure she was well educated, and you should have made sure that she was ready for the throne, man. Okay? I seen some of the videos. Queen Kong, you seen some of the videos? You seen some of the... Have you heard her speak?
I don't know what she was talking about, though. I was trying to figure out what the point was of the whole thing, you know?
That's the problem. There was no subject, which led to no predicate. So consistently, everything was just... and
you better get you one of these.
Right, chicken salad.
The chicken salad.
It's getting cold out there, so you gotta get chicken salad. Like, girl, and then she was talking about the energy. You gotta match his energy, type of thing. Like, you gotta match. Like, so right now you're a solar panel, is what you're saying. You gotta match energy. Just unbelievable, Queen Kong. It's insane, to be honest with you. The more I listen to these dames.
Wait,
like,
but like, did you hear like the stuff she was saying about him, like in an earlier post about the stuff he do behind the scenes and stuff? I'm still trying to figure out how is she getting paid $500,000 a month for doing what? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Move the butt cheeks, move the butt cheeks. See it, yo.
Man,
Doctor's right, yo.
It don't even cost $500,000 to move no butt cheeks, though. That's what I'm talking about.
See, you're not doing the math right. It's $250K per butt cheek, yo. You don't get it?
Whose butt cheeks? Hers or his?
Man, whatever most, like, yo, he got the golden cheeks, man. I ain't got nothing. I don't know nothing about that world. Apparently, not only did that, but how about, look, it might be a very touchy situation, but did you hear about the Kim Porter situation with the stylist, with the tell-all book and On the Run? I was doing some research, conducting some of that, and when you go online, you see all the plethora of information is just all over the place. With respect to the family, definitely that's not an easy thing. We don't want to speak about those who is left, but I have to say the situation sounds a bit crazy, but again, it's all alleged, right? It's all alleged. All this stuff.
It's somewhat alleged, but a lot of it makes sense because when I was doing the research on what the stylist was saying, she said apparently he purchased a 24 karat casket a month before she passed. How did you know that she was going to pass? Like, how was it purchased? And then when I looked at the casket that was purchased previously before she passed, and then I look at the funeral, it's the same casket. It looks like the same casket. So that's just, I don't know. Things that make you go,
Yeah, things that make you go,
And then the stylist, her house got broken into. They ransacked it. Yes.
Wait.
She's on the run. She doesn't even live where she was. They had to move like immediately.
Was she in Los Angeles also?
That I don't know. I think she was, but I'm not sure about that part. All I know is once she exposed that there was a book coming out, her house got ransacked.
Because the only reason I say that is because as you're talking about the situation with the funeral of Miss Porter, they said her home was
yes, and they stole 2 laptops.
Right.
Yes. And then they said the girls, the twins that he has, the daughters, they always question what happened to their mother for real with the nanny. And then the nanny ends up getting fired. So I don't know. It's a lot to this story, and he really buzzing in these streets, and this is like consecutive. Every week we hear something new.
Man, don't mess with them booty goons, man. You gonna get you.
I mean, it's switch. It starts from Diddy, then it jumps back to Kanye, then it goes back into Diddy. Like every week, I'm hearing different things. Now he got Miami coming out, talking her all that. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, maybe he got rid of it due to the recession. You know, economy's kind of crazy. The stock market, you know, companies like Tesla done lost like 70% of value. And, you know, young Miami, maybe, you know, her vagina done lost probably maybe 40, 70% of the value. You know what I mean? So then you got to let that go. You know, everything's based off of market value here. You know, we got to take that into consideration. You know,
well, considering he said he pays about $5,000 for a barber. In a week, paying $5,000 a week for a barber. I mean, maybe that's why he had to cut her costs.
Man, Diddy Boston, he could do that. You see, he could do that. His barber, man, I hope his barber paid taxes. That's a lot of money for a haircut.
That is.
That's a lot of money for a haircut. You know what I mean? Like talking about haircuts and throwing cuts, man. Yo, did you hear about 21 Savage situation about his comments about Nas?
I did hear that part about, I mean, I didn't hear him actually say Nas was irrelevant. I missed that part. All I heard was him saying that that was not what he meant and we taking it too far with that. Irrelevant. He's not irrelevant. He's, you know what I'm saying? I love his music. He got good music and all this. So it changes once they come for you on social media, then it all changes. Now it's, he's a great artist and he makes good music and this and that. Like, how you gonna call Nas irrelevant? Like, Nas is respected. Like, he's legendary. Like, how can you say irrelevant? Why? Because he's not out on the scene like that, like popping right now. Like, he got legendary music. Like, what legendary music does this dude have?
I mean, that's a very good point. You know, and we had to do our research, right? You know, so here's what we ended up doing, Queen Kong, because sometimes a lot of people like to talk. A lot of cats' mouths like to write checks that their asses can't cash. You know what I mean? So we decided to take it to the stand of, let's see, what does relevancy mean, right? What exactly is relevant? You know what I mean? Like, how do you weigh what relevance is? So we're gonna keep it. We did a little research. We also utilized Yahoo Finance as well as some other celebrity. I think the name of the site was like celebritynetwork.com. You know, we're gonna start with 21 Savage, right? So we're looking at a 21 Savage right now. He's about 30 years old. You know, net worth, it says approximately about 12 million. All right, so he's got like 12 million. Not bad at all. He's doing very good. You know what I mean? Now he's a popular rap star who at times has been one of the top 20 most paid rappers in the world. Between June 2017 and June 2018, 21 Savage earned $6 million from his various endeavors. Now, mind you, Mr. 21 Savage, you talk about relevancy. Those are the words of celebritynetwork.com. So they're saying that you were kind of, you know, I'm just going off what they're saying on their site. All right, let me continue, right? Should I go? Keep going, Queen Kong?
Keep going. All
right. So here's the thing. So earlier life of 21 Savage, he was born, he's born in London, England, right?
Yeah, that's another thing. Keep going.
Yeah. He's born in London, England. He came over, basically, what's cool is he's got a very good, solid culture. You know what I mean? I have to say as an entrepreneur, he's definitely put his time in. You know, he's got, his parents are from the Caribbean island descent. So he's been through very difficult and tough times, but, he came over when he was about, I think 7 years old, lived in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, we did some further research. Now, I don't know if our listeners know, but in his junior high school years, 21 Savage was banned from every public school in Atlanta area because he possessed a gun. In his 8th grade, through alternative school programs, and then he dropped out entirely his freshman year. After dropping out, he joined a street gang and became the first cannabis dealer. See, 21 Savage, had you stayed in school and educated yourself, you would have been a legal cannabis dealer owning dispensaries now today. But anyway, I digress. Shall I continue, Queen Kong?
You can.
Okay. So, with that said, your education level, bro, you know what I mean? Like, again, relevancy, right? That's the word that we're going for. We're not even going to go into the hip-hop thing. We're going into relevancy. Right? So I'm going to keep going. I ain't even get the Nas yet. You know what I mean? So now here's when he came on the scene, Queen. November 14th, 2014, when he dropped his album, Picky P. You heard that? Pretty good track. Good. You know what I mean?
Okay. I didn't know who he was for a very long time. I heard one track. I can't really remember it right now. Maybe you could remind me what it is. I'm not sure. That's an artist. No disrespect to him, but it's just not my type of thing. Like, I don't really be
right. No, definitely good artist though. Definitely relevant, and like you said about Nas, he does good music for his core fan base, which we did actually do further research, and when we found that his regular core fan base age group and what their average income was, it went that Nas was more relevant because Nas's fan base would actually spend more on Nas's products versus, but again, I digress. I'm not going to go into relevancy and
well, I say this, that I think most of these artists out here are not relevant when it comes to their music because they're not speaking about anything in relevancy. It's just repeating the same things just in a different like form or style of rap. But I don't see any relevancy in the words that they're speaking in their music. However, they may be relevant online, like on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. Yeah, because we're seeing like your drama, but we're not seeing the success in the music. We're just seeing the things that go on outside of the music and the drama that you're in and the things like that. But other than that, we wouldn't even know we wouldn't even be talking about 21 Savage right now if he wasn't talking about a legend. If you get
right, absolutely. You know what I mean? And that's why, and what he did was he brought a relevancies of other people who weren't relevant, who's going to come out now and defend Nas in Nas's corner. You know what I mean? Right?
Well, the fact that these rappers come up and then they think like they popping and everything, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for a Nas. You feel me? Like, that's where the disrespect comes in, where you don't understand like what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's very true. And I think where, and I do appreciate 21 Savage's confidence, and he's a good entrepreneur, because here's the key thing that a lot of artists that we really can't make a fair comparison. And why do I give him a lot more than a little? I give him very good credit. You know what I mean? To his credibility. The only thing is that choice of words is very important, because remember that movie 300 when Leonidas told the messenger, choose your words wisely, you know what I mean? Before he straight sparted at, you know what I mean? Oof, right. Anyway.
That's like what Nicki Minaj said, watch your mouth. In my Nicki Minaj voice, watch your mouth.
Yo. With 21 Savage, so here's the cool thing about 21 Savage, what makes him, and I give him a lot of respect on his Queen Kong, because take a look at this business approach here. Now, 21 Savage, what's his successful achievements and what he's learned, he's a very strategic businessman, and I gotta give it to him, because he's one amongst the few artists who owns 100% of his masters, signed to Sony. He owns 100% of his masters. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that. I respect that.
And that's one of the key things that I've come to learn. In my research, we said, wow, okay, so the dude is doing his thing. You know what I mean? Now, the thing about it is, he's got his team, and he's very open-minded. I think he's doing very well. And I think where we're at is that we come to that Game of Thrones moments, you know what I mean? Everybody watches the series and want to get out there and get on their horse and go to King's Landing and try to sit on the throne. But to be honest with you, 21 Savage, you need to come down to Dragonstone and bend the knee. because Nas is the greatest of all. Is one of the greatest. Okay,
one of the greatest, and he should always be respected.
He should always be respected.
Another black man talking about a relevancy of another one who paved the way. Like, I think that these younger generations need to really respect the foundation that they were given. You know what I'm saying? They need to respect it a little more because, they paved the way.
I mean, I'm glad that you segued into that, Queen Kong. So here's a good one. I think Nasir bin Al-Dara Jones, okay? Listen to that king's name. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, like, you have no idea. Like, I don't even think that people really understand. Like, they don't even understand Nas. And a lot of people know him as, those who may... The fans know him as Nas, but Nasir bin Allah Jones, basically, today, his net worth, you ready for this, Queen Call? His net worth today in comparison to 21 Savage, which we're going to see, is this relevant or not? Are you ready? 70 million, Mr. Jones. His net worth today is 70 million. Okay? Shall I continue, Queen Kong?
Continue.
So now that's today as of November 22nd, and not to mention he did release his album again, right? Queen Kong? Yes. Which was another excellent compilation of work.
Yeah, and he also said that he doesn't need to, go crazy with marketing and promotion because he's already solidified his spot. He can drop it and don't have to do no promotions because he is who he is.
Which is what's going to segue into the next one. He has positioned himself for success, because now let's talk about let's continue. Not only Nas may have earned most of his money and his success through his music career, but the more interesting thing about him, and I think that a lot of people are not really looking at this, is that his accomplishments outside of the music industry, okay? Aside from his Queenbridge venture partner project, Ring Home Security Smart Home Investment, which he did that a while ago. Now remember, Amazon acquired that in 2018, which left him and his team achieving more than over $35 million. So relevancy again, and how many jobs has, better yet, what was that term Obama used to say back then? I think Nas has created quite a few shovel-ready jobs.
I think that 21 Savage just needs to understand the meaning of what relevancy is and not look at it as something that's here and then gone. That doesn't mean relevancy. Just because Nas is not the top artist out right now does not mean he's irrelevant.
I mean, what do you expect, bro? You didn't finish the 8th grade. You dropped out of 9th grade.
Listen, you could have dropped out in the 2nd grade. I mean, just off of you seeing Nas come up and all the things that he's held down through the industry, to say that he's irrelevant. How can you when he has legendary music though? He has legendary albums. He has songs that you're gonna just know. I just don't see that from 21 Savage to even say anybody's irrelevant at this point in his career. That's just how I think. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
he should have just shut up, yo. He should have just shut up. That's all. He should have just been quiet. Don't try to get attention. It's basically trolling. And I feel like I know what these artists be doing. They really don't be meaning what they say, but they say it because they know it's going to be somebody that's going to blow it up and make it a big old story just so they can have the energy on them and what they, got for sale for you.
I mean, his terminology and his use of the word relevance, is pretty much he's trying to say that in this period of time, and however way he was positioning himself. But my point of the entire thing that, the 9th grade statement, Queen Kong, it wasn't a matter of whether or not he doesn't have to be. No, it's a matter of educating yourself, thinking twice, listening twice before you open your mouth. And when you do, understand what type of verbiage that you're putting out.
I think he knows what he was putting out. I think he's gonna think twice though now, because people don't be playing about Nas. The OGs don't be playing about him. So I think he understand what it is now.
Well, I got some relevant news for us today, in addition to Mr. 21 Savage and Drake, because they're also being sued by Vogue, because apparently they used a publication by Vogue without their consent, and it was fake.
I heard something about that. I did hear something about that.
It's a real lawsuit. Yeah.
Get up on that education. Yeah, get up on that education in the industry.
Right, you follow me, Queen Con? That's why I was saying about the 9th grade thing.
I got you.
I mean, if you want to go for basket weaving, it's an opportunity for everybody, man. You want to make underwears and stuff like that. Matter of fact, this is a market for you to clean toes, toe jam and stuff like that. Opportunities knocking for anybody who's really to open it. That's why I was saying that. Because think about the comments that came out of that man's mouth, and these are all lessons for all of us, men and women. It doesn't matter who we are. The seeds that we plant, and this is some of the comments that he said about his own thing, right? He said they tried to bury us, but they know that we were seeds, right? You heard that from 21 Savage. Yeah. Bro, what type of seed is you, bro? Crabgrass, bro? Because guess what, 21 Savage? The brain to take both types of seed. You can take a seed of corn, you can take a seed of nightshade. Those are the quotes from Earl Nightingale. You should read, bro. You can plant both of those seeds, nightshade and corn. The earth will grow them both equally the same. But one of them is going to poison you, the other one's going to feed you. It's your choice. Choose your poison, So he's a definitely person that speaks about, change. We're really proud about his progress and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, I'm tired of listening
Is he gonna be irrelevant in 10 to 20 years?
10 to 20 years? From his
He's not even relevant now. He got a couple hits. That's what he got.
From his net worth right now, he's not looking kind of relevant, you know what I mean? Because when inflation kick in, and I don't know how many cars he got and how many houses he got, but Nas seems to be doing pretty good. And bro, that dude's about to hit, Nas about to retire probably. I'm talking about, he gonna collect Social Security another 20 years.
History classes, okay? Music history classes, Nas gonna be in the book, and hip hop. He's just one of the ones. He's gonna be there. So, I'm saying respect the OGs. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely, you gotta respect the OG. And thanks to Nas, because Queen called. You know what? One thing that he did say though, Queen. Check this out though. Remember this saying about that? There's a side of me that knew I was going to change the game, but I didn't know how many people would respect it. Those are quotes by Nas.
That's deep.
Hey, 21 Savage. He said that a while ago. Seems like he was relevant now, bro. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Y'all cats running around here, thinking that your ignorance is going to make you that money. Yeah, it is. It's going to make you money. Then that very same money is going to come after you like it's coming after Kanye and them. All right? Y'all not strong, dog. Y'all not strong. I've seen a lot of y'all artists this week.
Well, we're not going to talk about the weak artists right now. We're going to talk about the music news with these indie artists.
Indie moment. Yeah. Indie moment.
Strong independent artists.
Strong independent artists. And that's definitely what we like to do. Queen Kong, you know what I mean? I think weekly. So this week's charts. What are we looking at this week's chart? We did some research and playing around some of the most independent artists out there, right? So now we found an independent label, STA Entertainment NRA Records, presents Swipa's debut album called Purgatory.
Dope album. I really love it. I was listening to it today. I really like it. My favorite song is, I got a few though. I got Feelings Hurt. I got Playing. I like that song. I love that beat. On that song.
Wow. You know what? He's definitely got a lane of his own. I have to say, we listened to it, and listeners, we're gonna post a little something about each and every one of the songs that we did listen to with stars, and we want you guys to go in on musically.com under the Queen Kong Show and listen in. Vote on your favorite songs; it'll move it right up the chart. You can also check out Purgatory by Swipa on Spotify, Apple Music. It is one of the most well-written, well-composed, well-engineered, well-produced albums, I have to say, for 2023. For an independent artist, I gotta say it's closer to commercial value than I could have ever thought. Queen Kong, like,
very verified artist on Spotify.
Absolutely,
check them out.
Yep, and we took a look at his track record. We absolutely did our homework, you know what I mean? He wasn't an artist that just popped up in the scenes and then all of a sudden he's got, this team has been at it for, looks like about 12, 13 years working at it. Quite a few singles. Yes, grinding. And those are the artists that we're looking for. We're looking for the ones who really, really putting in the grind to help them out and such. And we love what we heard with Purgatory. So we got a last song that we're gonna drop for them, though. You know what I mean? And Queen, so you said your favorite was
one of the ones that I'm feeling because it's like a little, it's a deep song. You know what I'm saying?
Feelings Hurt.
Feelings Hurt. Yeah, I like that. It was real. It's real life. I just like that song. I resonate with that one.
Okay, Feelings Hurt with you. Listeners, we want to know what your favorite song is. Mine, what's interesting is I was absolutely G5 fan from the start. You know what I mean? When I caught on, Big Mama's House pulled me into it. You know what I mean? It was kind of, it was kind of catchy, but G5 was really, really I think the artist really grabbed the audience with his witty style there. You know what I mean? And then I was surprised that, how you got some of those albums that you purchased and then you're like, oh, this song sounds all right. Within the first 2 seconds, you click next, click next. On that album, no exaggeration, listeners, I'm going to be honest, I was anticipating that. You be listening to it, you're like, all right, let me get this 3 seconds. All right, let me listen to it. Let me get this 3 seconds. Did he get me? I'm like, okay.
You could play this straight through. You could literally play it straight through. You don't got to
in rotation.
Yep.
In rotation. Well written. Even the compilation and how he organized it. Now, listeners, please let us know. Go to the official Queen Kong's YouTube page. Subscribe, and drop a comment for us. Let us know if you want us to if you want us to reach out to STA Entertainment and NRA Records to see if we can interview Swipa, because we want to know what he was thinking about in producing this album. Because
we gotta definitely get Swipa on the show soon, and let's talk about the album, what he got coming up next for the new year 2023. I know it's a lot in store, so everybody get ready, because we really focus on these indie artists out here that's really doing their thing, and they focused and they working hard. So we want to shed some light to those working hard out here.
Absolutely. And we're gonna leave you guys with the team's favorite pick song for the day, which Queen Kong.
Yeah. We got to play Feelings Hurt. You know what I'm saying? We got to play that. It's a little slow, but it's a meaningful song. So I wanted to play that one, and check it out. Tell us what you feel and what you
absolutely
feel about it.
Absolutely, everybody. We want to thank you all for listening today, and this is episode 4 of the Queen Kong Show. And please visit our page and subscribe, comment, let us know what you think about the topics in the music industry, news, new artists that's coming out. If you know an artist that's buzzing, that's hot, doing their thing, on their grind, let us know. The Queen Kong want to hear it, and we'll talk about it.
All right. Well, peace, family. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, you all. See you all soon. It is what it is.